Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me at this moment. This is yet another Friday, and I believe we all have a wonderful moment. This is Gedanok from is Gedanok I podcast, and I'm using this moment to be able to reach out to us with something very interesting, which has been quite encouraging, and I got to find out about this recently. And a friend shared this with me, and it's so wonderful. And it's something that a concept which we call the PPF concept. And you won't believe it. It's a mind-blowing, as in the understanding of this concept, it goes a long way to speak about our everyday lives. And when we relate it with it, it goes a bountiful way to be able to express about how our everyday life should be and what's our expectations in life. And this PPF is nothing but the past, the present, and the future, which you and we all know. And these are situations that we all clamor around and try to walk with as to how we live our everyday life. The past is been termed and seen and understood as our experience, what we experience every day, how we live the day, what we see, what we understand, what we hear, and what we're able to relate with. And talking about experiences, this brings about what we live to experience and experiment every day, and that is the present. What are experiments? Just like a normal litmus paper used as part of the criteria for making a reagent experiment. That brings about our everyday lives. It's all about experiences. And how we see those experiences about how we to experiment what we go through it in our everyday lives. And looking at those experiments, it yields to a result that we ought look onto, and that is our future, which is termed as the expectations. What are we expecting? And with the situations of our everyday life today, what the world has become or into, it talks a lot about what we expect, expectations. What is our tomorrow going to be? The fear of the unknown has been one of the major criteria of man's struggle in our everyday life. And that goes a long way to tell us, in all this PPF concept, it all relates to how well we are able to manage our lives. If not, we find ourselves being stressed. And being stressed, it leads to a lot of many situations that brings us about our dissatisfaction in life. But for us to walk towards a future life, we need to be able to have these things in place, knowing what our experiences, can bring to us. Because if we don't put it well, it either destroys us or it builds us up. And that determines, based on the experiment we're able to put in place, and how we allow those experiments to bring about the needed expectations, which are the results from what we experience. So it's my earnest desire and prayer and wish that we live alive in our past, using it as part of the agent in our everyday present day activities, which brings about experiment towards an expectations of what the future holds for us. Keeping it cool and wishing us a pleasant weekend. Happy Easter. Even at the seasons, may we live to understand what the past has been for us and what the present meant to us and what we're expecting for the future. I remain yours sincerely, Ezekiel Danok.